Our next guest had big shoes to fill when he was named LSU interim head coach after Les Miles was fired last season. And with his one team, one heartbeat motto, he led the Tigers to a decent record and helped the school drop that interim tag and name Ed Orgeron the head coach of the LSU Tigers. Coach, so happy to have you here. A larger-than-life character in college football, to be sure. But certainly there were challenges taking over that program. What was the biggest one?
You have to get them to play as a team, not individuals. It's not about, listen, it had been about the greatest player, we'd have won every one of our games, but I feel like we had the greatest player, Leonard Fournette, but we had to play as a team. Everybody pulling for each other. We did that, play with energy, shorten the practice, play for each other, and have fun playing football.
You know, Coach, as a recruiter, you're well known around college football, but if I was a recruit right now, how would you sell me on coming to LSU? Other than, I know you started your college career there, but what would you sell me on why I should go to LSU?
You know, we graduate 88% of all our students. That's a great mark. First of all, you're going to get a great education. I know your mama. Me and your mother would be very good friends. I can promise you that right now. We have more players in the league than anybody else. We play in the greatest stadium. We play in the greatest conference, and we're the LSU Tigers. If you love the purple and gold, you'll come play for us.
Let me change Kirk's question just a little bit. Let's say I'm one of the top-ranked quarterbacks in the nation.
Yeah.
Now give me the sales pitch to come play at LSU.
You have great opportunity. No question
Tell me about
that.
it, because it has been a problem for a while.
Yeah, you know, we have a tremendous offensive coordinator, Matt Canada. He's had success in everywhere he's went. His quarterbacks have produced. They've been in the NFL. Some of them have been Heisman Trophy candidates. I think if you come to LSU, you're going to have a great surrounding cast, tremendous receivers, tremendous offensive line, great running backs, and an opportunity to play in the best conference in the United States.
You know, this is not your first time being a true head coach in the SEC. I go back to when you were at Ole Miss for those 3 seasons. You were fired, but what did you learn from that opportunity that helps you a little bit better now when you have this opportunity at LSU as a head coach?
Yeah, learn how to be a head coach. You know, there's no manual on how to be a head coach. So I went out there as a defensive line coach, coached the team, coached the quarterbacks like I coached Warren Sapp. Guess what? It didn't work. You know, you have to coach the team different.
Right.
Had to be a CEO. Treat the players. Let the players know that you care about them, number one. And number two, that you have the knowledge to get them there. And I let all of our coaches coach their group. I don't overmanage their group. Let them take care of their group, and it all worked.
Yeah, Coach, I'm a University of Texas fan. I'm from Texas, and watched how Mac Brown succeeded in, let's call it, a very highly political environment there in Austin. One of the things you had to have learned, I wanted to ask this, whether or not it be a USC or Ole Miss or now at LSU, is not just managing down. You talked about your players, but managing up. Now as head coach at LSU, you've got alumni, you've got donors, you've got presidents. And I imagine every one of your situations were somewhat different. Tell us what you learned about managing up.
You know, I feel that if you're personal and you're honest with the alumni and the fans, they love you. And I can go to any home in Louisiana, wherever it may be, and I can relate to those guys and communicate with them. So I feel comfortable in doing all those jobs.
There's a great commercial out right now that talks about the importance of defeat and all of these pro players who said their defeats have defined their successes. What do you say about the defeats you've had in your career?
No question. They made me a better man. You have to get off the canvas. Everybody's going to face adversity. Everybody's going to get beat. You have to learn from them. And one of my mottos is not make the same mistake twice.
Are expectations in college football unfair? Because before, when you win 9, 10 games, Coach, that was considered a pretty good year in college football, but no longer. Are the expectations too high? And then also, if you don't beat Alabama, why is that considered not having, or you're compared to your season not being good if you don't beat Alabama?
Well, I think the expectations are great. That's why you go to LSU. That's why you play in the SEC. And listen, hey, Alabama's done it. But you know what? When you do beat Alabama, when you do win the SEC West, when you do win the SEC and you win the national championship, it makes it all worthwhile.
You mentioned earlier in your first answer to Kirk that Leonard Fournette was the best player in college football last year. Now he's on to the NFL. We've seen rookie running backs like Zeke Elliott have an immediate impact in the NFL. What are you looking for? What should we look for to see from Leonard Fournette this next year?
Immediate impact. A very mature young man. Leonard's a father. He's a great player. He's a great team guy. Can catch the ball out in the backfield, understands blocking schemes up front, will be a great pro.
I saw this picture floating around on the internet, Coach. You didn't have your shirt on. You out there. Is this something that's going on at LSU where you got to show the guy that you still got it and if you can do anything that they can do?
No, it's a hot summer day. I was jogging on the river by myself. Didn't think anybody would show up. I learned a lesson. Next time I'll have my shirt on. That's all that was.
Paparazzi got you?
That's all that was.
You said you don't make the same mistake twice.
Don't make the same mistake twice.